Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. And we are here for a series of unfortunate events builds. First and foremost, here I have Aunt Josephine's house. This is made by ASZ 1987, who actually recommended that I use their house, and it is perfect. Although I did place it on the island bluffs, which you can't change to residential, so we'll have to fix that. But in here, this creator has done an awesome job just making it sort of that cozy, homey vibe that Aunt Josephine's house has. We have the library back here with the huge window, a room for the Baudelaires in here, and yeah, it's just a great house. It is a water lot. It has a stilt foundation, which is good. That's what I wanted. However, I do think we're going to have to move it somewhere. We could maybe put it in this museum lot in Brindleton Bay. But here we have the water and everything. Okay, there. Now it's not like directly in the water, but it still has like that vibe to it. Like it's overlooking a large lake. Also, we're making this person, Darsh Banjari, adopt all of Monty's snakes. So the first thing we're going to build is Damocles Dock. And we're going to put it right here where the Salty Paws Saloon is. It is like a little bit too nice looking, but so are most of the lots in this game. I do think we can try to fill it with water ourselves. We can do a little bit more of that like brackish water, maybe the greenish water, or we could do the water with some of like the leaves in it. I'm going to take our debug dock here and we'll do the red boat. This is very much like my Total Drama Island build, but I think we'll do the red boat. And then also I know the kids steal sailboats. Like I think we could just put one in there for them to be able to like steal. We also have like this debug boat, and I think that is kind of a stealable boat as well. And we can put like a big adventure awaits sign over it, maybe like that. And then I think we can just like put houses maybe in the background. Like these things that look more like restaurants almost. And then also it's winter in my game, of course. But here is our live mode Damocles Dock. Also thinking about Aunt Josephine's house, I do really want to make it off the grid because Josephine's like afraid of everything. So I want to be sure we have like lots of candles all over. Okay, so what I want to build now is the Anxious Clown restaurant. And I don't think the Anxious Clown is anything too like spectacular. I might do like a big open box and then do like a back area like this. So it's still kind of an interesting shape. I don't know. I think that's kind of ugly. Maybe we'll do just like that. And I think as far as roofing goes, you know what? I changed my mind. I do think we're just going to make it a plain box. And honestly, probably just platform roof. It's not going to be a very interesting building by any means. I might just make the platform like one tile wider. I'll raise the platform a little bit, but like, I think something like this is fine. I think I'm going to make the outside this red color. And maybe we can cut out like a little bit for the door. I kind of like actually this reddish brown one that comes with the like bistro kit. And then there's a lot of like huge windows. Let's do these eco lifestyle windows. And then signing that sort of, I guess, looks like it says Anxious Clown. I don't know. Maybe I'll put this like chef's signature sign on one. Or we could do the burger. And let's just do the burger on both. That way it's uniform. I want to use the businesses and hobbies lights to kind of go up here. And then also probably up here. And then from the picture, it actually sort of looks like there are windows all over the place, but that doesn't really make sense because we also need like the paint on the inside. So let's not do that. Maybe I'll just put 3 on each side. I want to do an awning. And even though I really like this one, I think the one in the photo is just plain like yellow, like this kind of. All right, there we go. I don't really want to do a ton of landscaping. I want this to look like bad. I might put it on brick so it matches a little bit more of the exterior. And then as far as landscaping goes, like I might do this dead looking tree from Vampires with maybe just like a fern. I don't want it to look great. Like honestly, I feel like that's enough. I may also go put like one of these on the roof to just give it some character, and I feel like that looks restaurant-y. Although I do feel the need to create like a path going up there, something like that. So So then with our exterior sort of done, I feel like that's how it looks at night. I feel like that's pretty restaurant-y, and it'll be lit up on the inside. So let's go in. Let's get a door first to go back to our kitchen area. And I think we can just use this little like dine out door. For the walls, I think we do like this red, and then I want to get a yellow, but I want like a darker yellow. Like this one's a little bit more faded looking, and I think this looks so ugly. It's like exactly what I want. For the floor, I'm going to do like a linoleum, nothing like too nice looking, and I might do like the bad linoleum in the kitchen. In there too, I think we can do like the metal paneling maybe. And we do have like the anxious clown all over the walls. Okay, there we have our tragic clown all over the walls. And then the Baudelaires are at a longer table. Like I'm fine with this one. And I think maybe we can have a few of those, but then also do some round tables as well. And that's going to be really it for the anxious clown tables. It's not a huge restaurant. I want to use the like bistro-y chairs though. And they're brown and red, which I think is just like perfect for this color scheme. Okay, there. I think this is looking good so far. And they do have little lamps over like every table. It looks like they're a little bit more like retro looking. I might actually do the bowling night ones. So we have just tons of lights in here. You know what? I do feel like it's too many lights. Maybe we'll just put them over the long tables. I feel like that looks a little bit better. And then I know they're all over in there, but I do want to take away some of the clown paintings. I just feel like that looks a little bit better. So it looks like that's really all we have to do out here. And then in the kitchen, it does look like the pretty standard like industrial kitchen. So let's give Larry a prep station. I think an extra oven and an extra fridge. I also want us to have our walk-in freezer here. He'll definitely need a sink. And we can do this one from Dine Out. We can put a big trash in the corner here. And I think maybe just some countertops. I do feel like the anxious clown has a microwave. I do want to put like a wall phone here. I also feel like Larry gets trapped on a chair that sort of looks like that, just right in the center. I think we can add this in here. Oh, we don't have a bathroom in here yet. I don't personally feel like we need a bathroom, but here's what we'll do. Okay, let's do like a little bathroom door here. Actually, that one's too sleek. Let's do that there. And then we have this tiny little bathroom area because apparently we need it. We can do some tile and we'll go cheap toilet, cheap sink. I will put the hand sanitizer on the wall as well as the paper towel dispenser. And we can put a little trash in here. And then that's literally going to be it for our bathroom. But now we have that done. And we do need a waiter station. I think we'll put it back here. Okay, and then all cluttered, here is our little kitchen area. I do think though, even though we're done with Halloween, this build is definitely one that would benefit from some griming up. And I personally love to grime up my builds. It was just like the season of spooky builds, so I was doing a lot of this kind of stuff, but I just really like the way it looks. All right, so now with the grime, here is our kitchen. I really like this like spice racky area. I think the chair in the middle is hilarious. And then we go in and I replaced our wall shelves with just things like this in the walk-in freezer where things are a little bit more organized. And so with that, there is our Anxious Clown restaurant. It's a fairly easy build, very one-dimensional, but I think from the outside, it totally serves the purpose we need it to. So then we are going to come into Windenburg here on the Island Bluffs lot. And I think this lot is so beautiful. This is actually where I wanted to put on Josephine's house at the beginning. But I think we'll put Curdled Cave here. Okay, and let's see if we can do what I want to do here. So we have our big werewolves cave, right? And what I think I want to try to do is put a room right here with like a glass door. Can we do a basement here? Okay, yes, we can. All right, so here's my plan. My plan is we make a basement like really like as big as we can here. And then here, I was gonna use a ladder, but Sunny will have to use this at some point. And I think we just make this stairs. We will have to test out to see if this is functional, but we should have similar rocks here. Yeah, like those. And I feel like we just make this look like a big rock formation like this. And then first let me test out, since these are debugs, they might just work. Let's try. All right, so we have Josephine here to test it out. Let's cheat your needs. There we go. I'm going to see if it will let us go downstairs. Oh, it thinks there's something in the way. Okay, shoot. I guess this isn't debug. Okay, new plan. Let's get rid of all these rocks. And what happens if we put it here? Okay, she still can't access it. Okay, so new plan here. We have debug werewolves opened so we can get the same rocks. And what if we more so do them on like the side like this? We can put one in there and maybe even a few like up here. Okay, bear with me. Then for terrain tools, we do like desert river rock. Maybe something a little darker. Let's do that rock. We can do a little bonfire pit here. Maybe one of these benches from Horse Ranch. And we could do like the stumpy chair around here. Okay, now maybe this can be our curdled cave. There, this is maybe better, even though it's so dark, because then we still have the cave, but she can still access it, and it looks like she can go in there. All right, perfect. So then that will be our curdled cave. I really want it to be in the side of the mountain, but I think this still gets across what we want it to. And with curdled cave done, that is going to be it for our wide window builds for a series of unfortunate events. And thank you again to @Hattastic on YouTube for our beautiful Aunt Josephine's house. It like truly looks incredible, even though it's covered in snow right now. And thank you guys again so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to leave a like or a comment and subscribe for more videos like this and to see our wide window Let's Play. I will also link the rest of our A Series of Unfortunate Events gameplay in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.